Hello, we are going to learn the past simple tense and how to produce affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences. Vamos a aprender el pasado simple y cómo formar oraciones en afirmativo, negativo e interrogativo. We will start with the affirmative sentences. What do we have to keep in mind to do an affirmative sentence? ¿Qué tenemos que tener en cuenta para formar una oración en afirmativo? We must produce, we must think. Firstly, the subject. Tenemos que pensar, en primer lugar, en el sujeto. As you know, we've got I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. The subject plus the verb in the past plus the possible complements, los posibles complementos que pueden haber. As you know, there are two types of verbs. We've got the regular verbs. These verbs follow the rule. We add ed. Estos verbos siguen la norma, la regla, añadiendo ed, excepto las excepciones. For example, I watched a film yesterday. I liked the concert. I studied yesterday, and the bus stopped at the bus station. These are examples of regular verbs. Estos son ejemplos de verbos regulares que forman el pasado añadiendo ed. And then we've got the irregular verbs. Los verbos irregulares, they are formed in different ways. So they do not follow any rule. Se forman de diferentes maneras. Por lo tanto, no siguen la regla de añadir la ed. I drove my car. I spoke 3 languages. I cut the paper. I read a book. And I went shopping. These are examples of irregular verbs. They change. They do not need to add ed. You have to change them. And then we are going to focus on the negative sentences. What do we have to keep in mind to do negative sentences in the past simple? We have to think about the subject. The first is the subject. Then plus didn't plus verb. Didn't is the same as did not. Es la contracción de did not. And the verb must be in infinitive without to. El verbo tiene que estar en infinitivo sin to. And then we've got the different complements. These are some examples. I didn't go to school yesterday. I didn't cut the paper. I didn't break the computer. I didn't sing the song. As you write didn't, you have to write the verb in infinitive without to. And then we've got the third type, the interrogative sentences. What do we have to keep in mind to do interrogative sentences in the past simple? ¿Qué tenemos que tener en cuenta para formar oraciones interrogativas en el pasado simple? Firstly, we have to remember the auxiliary verb did. Then the subject plus subject plus the verb, but always the verb should be in infinitive without to, the same as in the negative form. Igual que la forma negativa, tiene que ser en infinitivo without to, and then the different complements. These are some examples. Did you see the dog? Did you meet your friends? Did you have breakfast? Did you eat 2 cupcakes? Did you drink water? Lo mismo que en las negativas, al decir o al escribir did, el verbo ya tiene que estar en infinitivo sin to. And this is the explanation of the past simple tense with affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences.